Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Potato. We are back in Crusader Kings 2. That's right, Scotland the Brave is continuing, and we are currently underway in a siege, and I'm expecting that to wrap up relatively soon, actually. And that will be pretty darn decent for us. I don't know if that's going to be enough to deal with the war. Let's dismiss that because I don't think that that's really relevant. I don't know if this is actually going to be enough to win the war officially. I don't even know if it's going to force the opponent into a peace scenario, a peace dealing scenario. But we're at least going to see what happens. Because I'm still new to this game, I've still got really no idea what the hell I'm doing. So we're just going to hope that it goes fine. Are you at war, Mr. Picked King? You are attacking Scottish Islander de jure war over... Are you attacking the same guy as me? You might actually be legit attacking the same guy as me. Now, what happens in that case? Wants to hire ruffians to bully the peasants who are not paying taxes. Local revolt risk. Gained 1.6 gold. 1.16 gold seems like a little bit of a pathetic amount of money. So I'll pass on that for now. Alright, let's see what happens to our war score after we win this siege, because it should be within the month, or within the next 12 days, should I say, so that may well be within the month. Well, hey, victory. So that only gives us 82. Only 82 war score, which is rather problematic. He still will not take my deal. And when I say deal, I mean, you know, the agreed upon reason that we're going into this war. He doesn't... I mean, he's got vassals, but I'm presuming that both of these vassals are within his you know, they're bishops, so they're in towns. And that's not somewhere I can conquer, you know, because I've already conquered them. So we need to get on top of his army, apparently. And deal with it. How are we looking in terms of support from my bishop? My bishop seems completely happy with the fact that I am killing all of his men and using all of his armies to do naughty things to enemy troops. I mean, I say naughty things, but you know. Now, is this guy able to siege out? Can I even select these troops? I don't think I can. I don't even think this is under siege at the moment. Okay, hold on. We need to head up here. 20th of November, you're gonna arrive there. I need to head over this way. All right, let's go and kill him. Is this gonna give us the last little bit of war score that we actually need? I'm certainly hoping so. I'm certainly hoping so. He does have the advantage there because of a whole bunch of factors that I don't really understand, nor do I care about. But I'm just going to assume that I'm going to crush him because I've got more men than he does, which is obviously a very arrogant thing to assume. Perhaps was captured and now is my prisoner. Perfect. Honestly, best news I have had all day, and he will actually accept these demands. Perfect. This is great news. This is actually great news. So now, if we go to... my vassals. He doesn't show up as one of my vassals, but he is a tributary of mine. I think, right? Or perhaps something else will resolve at the end of the turn. I do not really know what the heck happened. Pact. Allied? He's a tributary, so I'm presuming that there must be some sort of a relationship between... Oh, how do I find this out? How do I do this? I knew how to do this. How do I find out my current tax income? Here, look, tributary, tributes. So it says that I get 4. Will that update at the end of the month by any chance? I have a feeling that it probably will. To the brave king, peace be with you. We request that we honor your obligation. Answer this call to arms against King Synod of Pictland. Declining would cost us 0 prestige and might make us an alliance breaker in the eyes of the world. If we accept, we will be part of the Scottish Islander de jure war. I can't actually go to war. I have to decline that. I have to decline that, which may, like, instantly make him not a tributary. But I just cannot do it. I just cannot do it. Like, straight up, I just can't. I just can't manage. Okay, so did that update? Did that actually change my financial situation? It still says that we do have officially a relationship with those guys, but I guess that's okay. It's a truce is the suzerain king. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I don't understand that. I just assumed that things would go differently. I don't know what I assumed. But I'm hoping that we get more money, right? Monthly balance, monthly expense. We should put down our troops. Disband unit. Perfect. Awesome. Get rid of everyone, and that should mean that we are actually making money right now. Yeah, perfect. That's grand. So you're being sieged out once again, which is not exactly ideal, but I didn't really think that that you would be attacked by the Picts. That's potentially problematic, in all honesty. That is potentially problematic. Your heir's married, and there's not much that I can do about that, so that is a problem. We are building a spy network over here, and there is de jure claims in this area, obviously, because Strathclyde is somewhat important. I bet you that I cannot... Oh, maybe I do claim tributaries, or tributes, whilst... Maybe I do claim tributes whilst he's being sieged out, but I'm not so sure that that's the case. Either way, very, very interesting indeed. Very, very interesting indeed. Yeah, we are still after this Strathclyde area, but I mean that's difficult to do. That's incredibly difficult to do. Not to mention that we need to recover all of our troops. How many troops would we be able to muster if push came to shove? Military could provide us with 60 troops. You're able to raise 32%. We could actually change the law if we wanted to, and make it so that so that churches favored levies over taxes. But that would of course mean that we end up getting fewer taxes, and I'm not really willing to give up this this financial advantage that I've seemed to gain. So that's worth keeping in mind. Have these guys had a son yet? Because I do know that I am... No, wait a second. Such a wonderful boutique complex... Oh, interesting. I get some traits. I must visit the monastery more often, or I can get temperate, which is stewardship, church opinion, same trait. I think I might actually go not for the drunkard. I will go thanks, but no thanks. There we go, because I am a restrained individual. Yeah, no, it's my wife that's from Kent. I don't have anyone from Kent on my throne. Does that make sense? So it's clear that, wow, the King of Pictland is actually kind of insane now, so that's kind of not fun, and I kind of don't want to deal with that at all. I think I've already arranged... I haven't actually already arranged something. Is there any way that there is... is there any way that I can get someone together? I mean, maybe Pictish. Maybe we could go for a... Oh, some claims. That's nice, I guess. Sure. Can we set this up? Is that a possibility? Great. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see if they go for that. Honestly, I would love to not get into a war with the Picts. Anyway, now, I imagine that tributes from you are now much, 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 much lower, which is actually kind of okay. Great. We are now engaged to marry, which is fantastic. If only I knew what the hell I was doing. Now, one of... Yeah, so Fotla, my son's future wife will have claims on that area, which I'm assuming will make some sort of a difference. Fate smiles upon me. My wife is pregnant. Grand. I will take some prestige for that. That's great news. You are currently fabricating a claim with a 3% chance of being successful. I don't really know if that's something that we still want to continue with. I think that we probably... Maybe we don't. Maybe we just give up on that, because honestly, there's like... I think we just... Yeah, we just move them down here, fabricate claims over here instead, because... I mean, I suppose we could still... I mean, we can't declare war on him, right? Which is a problem. Which is a real issue. And I'm just wondering, is there any way that we can go around dealing with this? Because I bet you, if we go to here, the petty kingdom of Northumbria, and if we have a look at the realm tree and see how much he could raise, he can raise 559 dudes, which is more than we can do. Like, that's fucking impressive, you know? And we need to try and get a truce with these guys, but obviously it's going to be a considerable amount of time before our son is going to be able to get into a relationship with his wife, with his future wife, which is really weird and awkward to think about, but I guess, yeah, weird. Thrift, pride, sure. I guess we'll go for that. It doesn't really matter. But I guess that's okay. Like, I think that's what we want to do. But out with that, I'm not entirely convinced that that's a relationship that we want to pursue. Anyway, is there anything that we can do about this place? Because Ireland is a place that I am interested in conquering. I don't know how sea crossings work. That might be something that we need to think about. Is it possible that I can plot to kill this guy? Can I plot to kill this guy? A 32% chance that we can kill this guy. I mean, that's... I could plot to kill the wife, which would probably not help me out at all. I could plot to kill the Pictish wife. If I plotted to kill the Pictish wife and then tried to marry the Pictish, you know, get someone from my court into his bed, then that may help me out, but that's not looking so hot right now. I'm not really that interested in moving forward. I am incredibly worried by the fact that we could be sieged down by someone that actually meant a dam. So it's at this moment that, you know, somewhere like Kent is not particularly relevant to the protection of our borders. Although then again, who really is responsible for protecting our borders? Well, it's me, you know. That's who's responsible. We can still only raise like what, 556 troops. There must be a way that we can do that. Now, there must be a way that we can increase this. I don't know if this is the case, but if we were to build a new holding, I mean, obviously this is an insane amount of money, but a temple, if we were to get another bishopric. We've already got a tribal holding. It's been growing weaker and weaker over the last few weeks. I've just been informed that our affliction is indeed consumption. Call for my court physician. I don't actually have a court physician because no one in my court is even remotely qualified enough. Truces are expiring. Wow, that's a quick truce. He will ruin everything. Oh, great. Marshal, he seems to be using your soldiers to extort money from the peasantry. He's fortified his office. I will deal with this later. Oh, God, really? Do I have to deal with this right now? I can either not have the local prestige, the lose 50 prestige modifier, or... I mean... I guess we just do this, right? Like, I will deal with this later. This seems like the correct thing to do. Absolutely the correct thing to do. I can imprison someone. Holy shit. Yeah? Please? I'd love to do that. There we go. That's great. There's an opening on the council position. Well, what do you know, eh? Let's get you on board. Congratulations. I'm sure you are entirely... I'm sure you're entirely up for it. There we go. I'm just clicking buttons now and hoping that it actually works. This guy's only around for like another wee while. We can't declare war on him again, unfortunately. Valid Casus Belli. King Owain II cannot... That's us. We cannot afford to lose 412 prestige. Oh, yeah, I bet that'll include the peace treaty. No, anyway, as I was saying earlier, like, it's entirely possible, or I think it should be possible, if we were to borrow 300 bucks from Jewish merchants, that would give us almost enough money to build another bishopric, but I don't really know if that's what we want to do, right? Like, I don't know. Jesus Christ, that was... Like, hold on a second, please. Just, lordy Christ, that was... Okay, alright. Dead people, just chill out a little bit. There we go. Okay, that was that cough bloody terrified me. This is my wife, which means that I can, like, remarry, right? Please let me remarry. And let me remarry someone that's Pictish. Courtier? If I marry someone that's Pictish. How old? 0. Oh god. Would result in a non-aggression pact with... But it's not all of the Picts, is it? No, I would be looking for like the... I don't know if it'll give me like a... Yeah, so it'll... I'll be married to one of these guys. And he doesn't even like the king. Interesting. But I could try and get someone on the throne over there. Let me get a marriage for my own setup first. Mercia's kind of close, I guess. Northumbria. Now, if I could get someone in on Northumbria, I think I actually want to get someone in Northumbria. How old are you? Sure, I'm gonna send off a marriage request to someone who is like 0 years old. That's definitely reasonable. And in no way weird in the slightest. Oh god. Alright, so that should give us a non-aggression pact with Northumbria, which is awesome. This guy's still a tributary, which is great. I don't know if we can go back to war with him. Can we go back to war with him? We could if we had a valid Casus Belli, but we don't, so that's fine. Let's try and undermine some of these Pictish nonsense things. So this current guy, he is not a big fan of Synod II, who is the king of the Picts. He is not a big fan at all. So we could probably try and help this guy out somehow. Now, if I was to arrange a marriage between this guy, so let's say you want to get married. Do I have anyone to offer you? Not really. Is there any way that I can somehow get more people into the mix? I think I can. If I do something. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. That's the problem. That's half the bloody problem. Yeah, it's just half the bloody problem. I need more women. I need more daughters. That's what I need. And I'm committed to marrying this this wifey from Northumberland, but you know, that's not enough. But I'm also quite friendly with this guy. I really do want to help this guy out, but I have no idea what I can actually do in order to aid in this guy's struggle. I can't plot to kill him because that would not really result in a favorable transaction for me. Same with Synod, right? Like, I you know, there's no point in me trying to kill Synod because, again, it would just result in the destruction of me. But if I can try and help this guy out somehow, well then, you know, suddenly we're looking golden. Our spy master, I'm gonna get the spy master to go and spy on Pictland. Let's get you to do that so that we have a higher chance of doing whatever subversive acts we actually want to do. Speaking of the council, what can the council actually do? What could the spy master actually do? Sabotage province, scheme, study technology, or do the build spy network. The plot power increase is what's going to be really, really essential, because I really just want to try and undermine this guy as much as I possibly can. He's gone for the war focus, so he's clearly very focused on war. Funny that, eh? He's got a truce with the silly guy over there, and that's about it, really. That's about it. There's no like diplomatic action that I can actually use to help out. God, that's annoying. 'Cause I don't have any women to give him. I don't have any women to give him. Take concubine. Concubines are not truly married, but will bear their liege's legitimate children. Select a woman from the court to take as your concubine. If I take her, will that make a difference? Will this help anything? Or will this just make it worse? I've got a concubine though, so that's kind of nice, right? Like that's a good thing. Offer concubine. Now we can offer concubines. Alright, can we arrange a marriage between him and the concubine that we just took? Is that a legit strat? No. Not accept our offer. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a hella nope. Actually, but hey ho. So looking at our family, we can see concubines. We are pretty good, actually. Set concubine aside. Award honorary title. I don't even know what a concubine fucking does. That's part of the goddamn problem. We need more family members in order to get our dudes out there. We could give him a gift to increase our opinion. Is a close relative or has a non-aggression pact with the high... Oh, I don't know what that means. But again, all I'm concerned about is this whole Pictland shit. That's what it's going to be. It's all about Pictland. But anyway, ladies and gents, if you've got any suggestions about what the hell I can do, give me some suggestions on who I can kill, who I can help out. Can I plot to kill you? I mean, I don't know the percentage chance of it being successful. Yeah, I mean, or I could kill your son. So I could kill Yeah, I mean, I could kill really anyone. I could kill anyone in his court if I really wanted to enough. I don't really want to declare war. That's not really something that I'm interested in doing. Swear fealty? Don't really want to do that either. But at the same time, I don't really want to die. So we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Old Potato. This has been Crusader Kings 2. As always, I'm more than willing to hear exactly what you have to say, because I'm looking for feedback. Anyway, thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.